Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com, coming to you with a look at the first game of the 2019 NFL regular season. The Green Bay Packers take on the Chicago Bears, the NFL Kickoff Game at Soldier Field. Chicago a 3-point favorite. Total on this game of 46.5. BangTheBook.com, we got a lot of great stuff going on to get you ready for the NFL season. We've been covering college football here over the first week and a half of the season. We got a lot of great stuff over there for week 2. Including my college football power ratings, situational betting tips for week 2. Then later on in the week, we'll get college football system picks and picks of the week from Alan Moody, both for college football as well as the NFL. We'll get Danny Vorgs' week 1 NFL power ratings and his suggested plays as well. So lots and lots of great stuff coming your way over at the website. And of course, you can hear us every day, Monday through Friday on Bang the Book Radio. Some top handicappers, some very smart guests that join me on that program. So please make sure you check that out over the course of the season. All right, so we take a look here at game 451, 452. It is Green Bay and Chicago. Little NFC North rivalry matchup to open up the season. This line has been moving down. It was Chicago -4. Now it's down to Chicago -3. Total on this one, as I mentioned, 46.5, which has gone up a little bit, which is kind of interesting for an NFC North matchup. Look, we've got a lot of question marks about these two teams heading into this game. No pass attempts in the preseason for Aaron Rodgers or Mitch Trubisky. Of course, Mitch Trubisky, same offensive staff there with Matt Nagy. Green Bay, a completely different offensive staff with head coach Matt LaFleur and then offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett, who goes from Jacksonville to Green Bay. A little bit of an upgrade there from Blake Bortles to Aaron Rodgers. Of course, Matt LaFleur coming from Tennessee, where he had Marcus Mariota. So, of course, a little bit of an upgrade for LaFleur there as well. Look, when you look around the NFL here in week 1, a lot of questions in general. We have 8 new head coaches, 6 of them with no head coaching experience. We've got a lot of new offensive coordinators, 17 new offensive coordinators, 9 new defensive coordinators. Now, the Bears do have a new defensive coordinator here, but a very experienced guy in Chuck Pagano. Yeah, it's not Vic Fangio, but Chuck Pagano certainly knows his way around the football field. When you look at the Green Bay Packers in this game, they stick with Mike Pettin, so things won't change on the defensive side for them. But still, lots and lots of questions here in this particular game. How does Mitch Trubisky do here in his 3rd season? How does he do in year 2 with Matt Nagy? Trubisky, 24-12 touchdown interception ratio last year, completed 2/3 of his passes, 66.6%. Look, is there going to be more risk and more reward in this Bears offense in year 2? Certainly could be a possibility. That's something that Matt Nagy talked about on a recent interview that I watched. So maybe the Bears do take a few more shots downfield. Maybe that's why this total is on the rise a little bit. Now, of course, you do have to wonder here about this defense. Will there be any sort of drop-off? From a talent standpoint, the answer is no. The talent level on this Chicago Bears defense is exceptional. They've got game changers at every level, as we know. In particular, pretty much every guy that plays in the back 7. Will Pagano utilize and maximize those guys as well as Fangio did? Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see how that plays out there in the Windy City. Now, on the Green Bay side, there are more questions on this side to be sure. Aaron Rodgers, no game reps under Matt LaFleur. They've been going through practices. They've had some joint practices, stuff like that. But nothing in game conditions here for Aaron Rodgers as of yet. Now, of course, look, he's as good as it gets at the position in the NFL. Probably doesn't need the reps, but it would still be good for our peace of mind here for betting week 1 to have seen something out of Aaron Rodgers in game conditions. But Aaron Jones is healthy. Devontae Adams back in the fray. And the offensive line should be as healthy as it's going to be over the course of the season here. But that is the biggest key to me in this game. How do David Bakhtiari and Brian Bulaga handle that Chicago Bears pass rush? That's the big question. How do those guys do at the tackle positions with the extensive injury histories that both of them have? Again, should be as healthy as they're going to be, but Green Bay dealing with some other injuries on the offensive line, including Jason Spriggs. So Bakhtiari and Bulaga, not only do they have to stay in this game, but they also have to be effective. Now, on the defensive side of things, Green Bay only had 15 takeaways last year. They were middle of the pack in a lot of different areas, but they didn't force turnovers. And that obviously makes things a lot easier for you, especially when you're going through a rebuilding process on the offensive side with a new head coach and a new offensive coordinator. But the Packers did spend a lot of money on the defensive side here over the offseason. They brought in Zadarius Smith. They brought in Preston Smith. They brought in former Chicago Bear Adrian Amos. Does it all gel? Does it all come together here in week one? I don't know if that's going to be the case. So for me, I'm going to take the Bears minus the 3 in this first game. They just have fewer question marks to me. And the defense, look, new defensive coordinator, but same personnel and a very experienced coach in Chuck Pagano. So I'm not so much worried about that side of the ball for the Bears. I am worried a little bit about this Green Bay offense. Yes, it's not Mike McCarthy. Yes, that will help them tremendously as they go throughout the season. But drawing the Bears in week one is a pretty tall order. So I'll take Chicago here in this one. If the offensive line protects Rodgers, they could very well win this game. Rodgers sacked 49 times last year. They'll have to keep him upright over the course of the season and on Thursday night to have a chance. But in Thursday night's game, we'll take the Chicago Bears minus the 3 against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Adam Burke for BangTheBook.com.